lordship, my lord. I beg to appear
Thank you for the response.
on behalf of the petitioner, my lord.
Lord, I am appearing for the NIME Lord along with the
Citing the urgency, my lord, yesterday we, my lord, sought for leave, my lord, on the basis whereof leave was granted, and today, my lord, the matter is.
What is this matter?
My lord, what is happening is, my lord, there is a wild design. It's basically a war against the integrity of our country, my lord. Especially in the state of West Bengal, my lord. It has started right from the Durga Pujas, my lord. There are, my lord, instances of attacks on puja pandals, my lord, as well as on the deities, my lord. The idols are, my lord, desecrated. Pandals, my lord, there are attacks made, my lord, on the pandals. Now, my lord, very recently what has happened is, my lord, just a day after the Kali Puja, my lord, on the 1st of November, well, there was a huge, my lord, communal situation, communal tension, my lord, which took place in the heart of the city, my lord, in Calcutta, in the area known as Raja Bazar and Narkeldanga. So, my lord, what has happened is, my lord, here there was a huge mob, my lord, which has gathered, which started attacking, my lord, the Hindus and the Sikh communities, my lord, as well as, my lord, the attacks were made on the temples, on the Kali Puja pandal. There were severe instances of, my lord, stone pelting, bombs were hurled, there were firearms, swords, around 10,000, a mob of 10,000, my lord, people from a particular community. They assembled, my lord, and they carried on with this particular carnage. So it continued, my lord, even the day thereafter, my lord, on the 2nd of November, a Gurudwara was attacked, my lord, and thereafter, my lord, the residences of, my lord, persons belonging to, my lord, the Hindu community and the Sikh community, my lord, these were targeted. Now, the police has come up with their version in the social media, page 67A. I'm sorry, my lord, page 67B. 67A pertains to another area in Kolkata, my lord, in Garden Ridge, my lord, where also the police is saying that these are all rumors. 67B, the police states that an attempt has been made on social media to create a fake narrative about an incident at Narkeldanga. No Kali Puja immersion procession was attacked. Issue was related to parking of a bike, which led to fight between two individuals and further escalated. However, police intervened timely and brought situation under control. The scheduled Kali Puja immersion procession was completed peacefully and without any hindrance. Now, my lord, the petitioner, my lord, he happens to be, my lord, a member of Legislative Assembly from the, my lord, opposition, and the leader of opposition, my lord, and the petitioner number 2 is a practicing advocate, my lord. Now, the petitioner number 1, he receives an email from a person at page 67, my lord. So this is, my lord, directly, my lord, by a victim, my lord. She has been, my lord, herself, my lord, assaulted, and this is the situation which is prevalent in the area, my lord. But the statues of, my lord, the freedom fighters, they have been completely, my lord, destroyed. Bhagat Singh, Shahid Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev ji, my lord, and Shahid Rajguru, my lord. These have been also, my lord, destroyed. Krishna temples, my lord, those were targeted, those were attacked. So this is the situation which is prevalent. But the police, my lord, as I find, my lord, they have come up with a different version. Very lately, my lord, last evening, my lord, it came out in the news also, my lord, that 2 journalists, my lord, has also been arrested because they covered this. They have been picked up by a team of around 15 police personnel, and they have arrested these 2 journalists, my lord, from a particular portal called Madhyam. So this is the situation, my lord, which is prevalent. This is not something very new, my lord.
No, according to the petitioner, the incidents are twofold. One is during Durga Puja,
My lord, it has
after Kali Puja.
My lord, the petitioner's case is, these are basically, my lord, instances of a common design. The design is, my lord, to disturb the security and integrity of India. Because these are calculated designs, my lord, kindly contemplates, my lord, the situation. Within a period of 5 minutes, there cannot be a mob of 10,000 people from a particular community, my lord, carrying stones, firearms, my lord, and bombs, my lord.
So 7,000 people gathered in Arjika.
That, my lord, also, my lord.
That state also said no, that was not. They accepted 7,000.
But unfortunately, my lord, this.
No. I distinctly remember the submission was that they had no prior information that 7,000 people are going to vandalize Arjika.
Yes. But 7,000.
What do you want CBI to do it?
But no, but there is a statutory prescription.
Hands are already full, sir.
No, there is a statutory prescription, my lord, under Section 6 of the National Investigating Agency Act, my lord.
No, if one of the schedule offence.
Yes, the Explosive Substances Act, my lord, is.
There are several decisions of the
My lord's,
predecessor.
my lord's decision is there, my lord. We cite that as an authority, my lord.
Even before that, we have,
Yes,
in
yes.
our order, we have cited as many as 8 orders
Yes.
passed by the then.
I had handed out the compilation, my lord.
We
My
have
lord, I have annexed that particular judgment, my lord, of the Ram Navami incident.
the central agencies, their hands are full. They can't do anything.
No, my lord, but there are scheduled offences, my lord. My lord, first is, my lord, Explosive Substances Act, which
But
the
one
police.
thing, at least speaking for myself, up to 24th I was here. Nothing was there in the newspapers.
No, 24th of October. My lord, there were a lot of, my lord, what happens is, my lord, this is what the journalists are met with, my lord. The moment something comes up, my lord, they're, my lord, either arrested, my lord, or harassed. There are a lot of cases, my lord, I can cite, my lord, around, my lord, 10 to 12 pending cases, my lord, where bank accounts of journalists have been freezed. The residences of journalists are being raided. And, my lord, yesterday, my lord, I'm stating, my lord, 2 journalists have been arrested.
No. If a place of worship is being attacked,
My lord.
it is not a attack against the community or a particular sect or somebody. It is an attack generally on a public. So this cannot go unreported.
But, my lord,
But the state will definitely have.
My lord, state, what
registered
they're
cases.
doing is, my lord, the persons, my lord, kindly, my lord, takes the email, my lord, at page 67 for once, my lord. But I can place it, my lord.
Today's newspaper reports that somebody during immersion for the Diwali crackers,
Yes.
somebody objected. There, I think police has registered a case. Yesterday, some lady was harassed. Her car windshield was broken. But did such incidents?
Milord, may I say this? Milord, may I say this, Milord? These petitions are, Milord, bereft of any particulars. These are sort of essays. Yes.
We will ignore it.
Yes. Please ignore that. Now, Milord, may I place the facts?
The state.
Yes.
Is it true that such incidents took
May I
place?
tell you, Lordship, Milord? What had happened is, Milord, in the Narkeldanga incident, there's a gentleman called Milord Muhammad Irfan. Now, Milord, he has a sweet shop. Now, when there was, Milord, lack of articles in his shop, he went to another shop which is named stationery shop. I'm sorry. He went to another Uma Bhandar to get the articles. That was another shop. Now, that shop also did not have the required articles. So he was told to go to the godown of Uma Bhandar. Now, the godown of Uma Bhandar is placed, Milord, beside the house of one Gogi. Full name, I forget. He's known as Gogi.
1X.
Yes. Now, Milord, when he goes to that godown, Surinder Pal Singh is known as Gogi in that area. Now, Milord, what he does is, Milord, he comes out of his house, unleashes his dog. Milord, this Muhammad Irfan gets bit by dog bite from his dog.
Also beat him.
He also beats him up. Thereafter, Milord, he moves out of his house, Milord, with a sword, without any provocation. Milord, people of the other community starts gathering. Milord, police goes to the spot. Then he comes back to his house. Kindly look into the photographs, sir. We have all those things. Milord, he comes out with firearms. He shoots through his firearm. Milord, one of the police officers, Milord, gets a bullet injury, minor bullet injury, Milord, under his armpit. He's taken to the hospital. Now, Milord, the crowd over there, Milord, swells. But more police was brought in. Milord, somehow, Milord, we have been able to, Milord, get the other community, Milord, restricted. And then, Milord, there were 6 FIRs. 7 to 8 police officers got beaten, attacked, etc. But the entire thing, Milord, there are 6 cases registered. FIRs have been registered. As many as 23 persons have been arrested. So far as, Milord, the breaking of the statues are concerned, the statues are all intact. So far as, Milord, Gurudwara is concerned, we have no reporting of, Milord, any Gurudwaras being attacked. Now, whatever, Milord, my learned friends, clients say, Milord, is completely contrary to what had happened. Now, what is said in the writ petition? Please have a look to, Milord, what is said in the writ petition. Milord, now, these kinds of petitions, Milord, kindly, Milord, there has to, Milord, these things, Milord, should come to an end at one point of time, because the court cannot be kept busy, Milord, with essays. Kindly take, Milord, paragraphs, Milord, 5 or 6 onwards, or 12 onwards. I don't waste your lordship's time. First is to destabilize West Bengal and India. Then my lord, Bangladesh is being brought in, some ISIS flag in Bangladesh, para 12. Then my lord, they speak of, my lord, in paragraph 13, members of one community during Kali Puja had done this, that, etc. Then kindly take note paragraph 14.
Now, how did this incident between two individuals become into a mob or
But it was a mob, my lord, in respect of only one community, not of the other community.
They were beaten up.
and they had some animosity between them in the
No, it
past?
was not a case of animosity that two millet people, I mean, two mobs or two gatherings of two communities had a brawl or a fight against each other. It's not that. It all happened because this Gogi had come out of his residence. Maybe he had some millet, yes.
Standing
Yeah, but can you see these pictures? I said to the court, somebody should take responsibility.
You'll have to see someone with a yellow turban. He's an individual standing.
There's one individual millet at the end, millet, your lordship will find millet gatherings at the end of that picture.
No,
At the further end of millet, at the yes. Milord, incident happening, milord, cannot be given a different shape and brought to the court. Kindly see, milord. Milord, at the far end, milord, your lordships would find, milord, gatherings of only one community. And this side, milord, that gentleman with a turban, first your lordship will find, milord, he is with a sword, and next he is firing. Milord. And these are, milord, all pictures from his house CCTV cameras.
And your police has arrested this
About 23%. No,
Doogie.
Mr. Gogi is on the run because he was caught, but his people, Millard, overpowered the police and Millard took him away. Gogi is on the run.
he didn't allow the mob to come this side.
Yes, and Millard, the police brought in Millard further forces and Millard restricted the mob to the area where your lordships find them. Millard, they were not allowed to come towards Millard. Yes. And there were Millard, no communal violence, nothing of that sort. These pictures will show that.
But they say that some schedule offense has been
No.
registered.
There was no bomb blast. They cannot, Millard, make these kinds of irresponsible, Millard, statements in court. But I think, Millard, they should.
Then let the appropriate officer file a report.
Yes.
You file a
Definitely,
report.
definitely. But Millard, please keep this point open. Millard, I've got one point. I don't say, Millard, politicians cannot file PILs. I don't say so. But Millard, politicians, Millard, who are after the ruling dispensation, after the state, day in and day out, 365 days, both the petitioners.
Who's the second
But the
petitioner?
second petitioner is a practicing advocate of this court, who is found, Millard, 365 days, Millard, in the talk shows, in the televisions.
He's a regular face in
Yes,
the court also.
definitely.
So,
And Millard criticizing the government.
my learned
Millard, for
advocate
them.
Chair should also refer to that also.
Yes,
He's a
definitely.
regular practitioner.
Yes, definitely. Who says?
That he's
I am speaking about the evenings. I am not talking about the daytime. He's found every day, Millard, 365 days, Millard, to criticize the government for reasons, good, bad, whatever, and everybody shouting at the top of their voice, Millard, nobody can make out what the other persons are saying. Well, that's a common feature every day. Now, whether these persons, Millard, Millard, once again repeat my submission. I don't say politicians cannot file writ petition. I say that politicians who are criticizing the ruling dispensation day in and day out, whether Millard, these kinds of writ petition will provide a political mileage for these persons or not. Because Millard, our common experiences.
No. In fact, at that time, Mr. Bhattacharya was not appearing because he was
Yes,
as a
DSG.
DSG.
Yes.
And I remember having told that the first writ petitioner should not exhaust himself.
Yes. I understand, my lord. This is after a long time,
Your
possibly.
colleague or somebody might have been there.
No, this is
So
Possibly
he
after a
holds
long
very
time.
responsible position.
Yes.
He
He
is.
holds a
he is.
very responsible
yes.
position.
Yes.
In fact, on my transfer exactly 3 years before, it was rather surprising for me to see a leader of the opposition to be a petitioner. In my state, I have not seen. Of course, parties do file petitions, probably the legal wing president or something for a common cause, etc. So that is why I made that he shouldn't be exhausting himself.
No, my lord, only one thing, my lord, what I will be saying, humbly I will be
Facts are
submitting.
being disputed, Mr. Bhattacharjee. Let them file a
No, my
report.
lord, only one thing,
Let's
my
see.
lord. My lord, kindly takes, my lord, page 67 for once. And my lord, I have the pen drive, my lord, which contains the video.
You
It has-
please share that.
I'll do that, my lord.
You give a copy to the court officer.
I'll do that.
And you share one.
I'll
copy.
also share a copy with my lord, the learned advocate general, my lord. My lord,
Yeah.
only one thing, my lord, in response, my lord, as has fallen from your lordship, my lord. My lord state as of now is, my lord, this particular state, my lord. And the state, my lord, is referring to, my lord, that state is not experiencing such unfortunate incidents on a regular basis, my lord, as is being experienced in my lord's present state now. That is the thing, my lord. Here, my lord, my lord kindly may take the prayers,
No,
the prayers, my lord.
if it is a fight between two individuals or two families or two clubs, something like that, that's a different matter. The police can handle it. But it should not swell or grow into a sort of
A fight between two individuals, my lord, cannot, now it is being admitted by the state that there were mobs from one particular community and this
no,
gentleman, my
what
lord.
the learned advocate general says is he came out with a sword and thereafter he had a firearm which he had fired. Probably that would have triggered. We
Yes.
don't know.
Yes.
Right? Might have triggered.
Yes, yes.
Plus
My lord, kindly takes, my lord.
Yes,
page
one thing,
67
Lord, I forgot to
kindly
say.
But the unfortunate thing is, every religious occasion,
every religious occasion.
right
Lord,
from
Ram Navami, Hanuman Jayanti,
Milord, this, Milord, with respect, Milord, this has got nothing to do with that religious
my lord,
occasion.
Ram Navami,
But it may have coincided. It may have
my
coincided.
lord, Ram Navami, there were riots. Hanuman Jayanti, there were attacks. Lakshmi Puja, my lord, Mominpur experienced riots, my lord. Every time the honorable court has to intervene. Mominpur riots, my lord, on the day of Lakshmi Puja, NIA was directed, my lord. Now Mominpur is, my lord, completely, my lord, under control. There is law and order situation. It is not as it used to be, as Raja Bajar is as of now, my lord.
But let us confine
Kali
ourselves
Puja,
to this petition because I cannot make
I
statement.
cannot confine myself
No,
because
no,
the learned advocate general
Milord,
is attacking
Milord,
the
an
petitioners.
advocate general,
Learned
Milord,
advocate
cannot
general
make,
is
Milord,
going to
political
what the
submissions in
petition,
court,
what the
which he
petition,
can.
what the petitioner number
I
two,
cannot do so.
what the petitioner number two
But
does
I
is
can,
anything.
Milord, as an individual, I can say many things about the petitions, but I can't say so. So therefore, he should restrict himself to the petition.
I'll be referring to, my lord, someone both of us, my lord, commonly consider as a guru, my lord, the great Mr. Shaktinath Mukherjee, my lord. We have learnt a lot from, my lord, Mr. Shaktinath Mukherjee. When he used to, my lord, address, my lord, when he used to appear physically, he used to say that the state cannot have any sentiment.
probably if you had approached him, he might not have agreed to it.
No, I consider myself very fortunate that I have seen Mr. Mukherjee appearing regularly and in his best form, my lord.
Yes, yes.
That
And
is-
Milord,
That is the
I
greatest
have
achievement.
We have heard Mr.
Yes.
Bhattacharjee, learned Pilvada Bhattacharjee, learned advocate appearing for the petition. The learned advocate general appearing for the state. The learned advocate general has raised a preliminary objection regarding the maintainability of the writ petition, and in particular, with regard to the second writ petitioner, to file the present writ petition with the prayer sought for. The state would submit that the state would deny the allegations made in the writ petition, and certain photographs were placed before the court to show that there was no mob and the one person had come out on the streets with a sword and subsequently used firearms, and the police have registered a case. However, the said person is yet to be apprehended and is stated to be absconding. As many as 20 people have been arrested.
23. Right?
23 people have been arrested. In order to consider as to what direction has to be issued in this writ petition, let the appropriate authority of the state file a report in the form of
To
an affidavit
satisfaction
with all annexes. Mr. Bhattacharjee, learned advocate appearing for the petitioner, would submit that he has got a pen drive containing the video footage of the riotous situation in the said area. Let a copy of the said pen drive be handed over to the court officer, and Another,
আমরাও
we handed over to the learned advocate general during the course of the day. Let the report be filed not later than 13th November 2024.
আমরা সিজ সিজের
Reply if any before not later than 19th November 2024. List the matter on 21st November.
My lord, only one indulgence, my lord, that I'll be praying for. My lord, the provisions of subsection 5 of section 6 of the NIA Act, my lord. Now that authorizes, my lord, the central government, my lord, also, my lord, to form an opinion from, my lord, the. my lord-
That issue we will consider.
Yes,
as soon as
provided
it's-
there's an explosion. There's no explosion.
we'll
No, no, not
consider.
only explosion, my lord, there were bombs, my lord.
Because there are several decisions of the Honorable Supreme Court which says that under what circumstances an investigation needs to be transferred. Very recently, I read in that some journal that one of the orders passed by this Honorable Court has been set aside on the ground that there were no adequate reasons for transferring the matter to a central agency. So we will proceed stage by stage.
I say, my lord, in this particular case, pages 93 and 93 and 94 of this particular petition, these are, my lord, the relevant paragraphs of the, my lord's decision, my lord, in the Ram Navami case. This was, my lord, upheld by the Honorable Supreme Court. This was, my lord, affirmed.
Affirmed.
These are exactly the situation which are prevalent here, my lord.
No, this is nothing like that.
In the meantime, the state should endeavor to take all necessary
Yes, yes.
steps to ensure that peace is maintained in all the localities, more particularly the locality mentioned in the writ petition, considering the fact that it is a festive season and very shortly a festive season, and Chhat Puja has also commenced, followed by the Jagadadiri Puja in Chandan Nagar. It is the responsibility of the state to ensure that the people celebrate the festival with the usual flavor without any hindrance to the same.
But in fact, my lord, in that area, my lord, we have beefed up, my lord, the police.
Chandan Nagar also, you need to do something.
But one direction where I would require,
Hmm.
my lord, the main DVD which has been seized, which have all DVR, which has all these my lord, incidents recorded, has been seized by us, and my lord, without the court's permission, my lord, we cannot touch it.
Seized by whom?
By me.
Ah.
So now, my lord, you have one direction what I require, that so that I can extract from that or make a
But
copy.
the extraction.
My lord considers my video footage as first, my lord.
No, how can
I'll
it
also supply a copy, my lord.
This is not part of the seizure. This is not part of the seizure.
You have to apply for the
And
magistrate.
my case is that, my
Kindly
lord,
permit
relevant-
us to apply
relevant-
before the magistrate. A competent officer would be there before whom, my lord, we'll.
But let that be done on the next occasion, my lord.
No,
my lord,
my
kindly-
report would be incomplete then.
No. See, that procedure, how to issue direction in this writ petition.
But your lordship would kindly permit us to make an application before the concerned magistrate.
Not in this writ
সময়টা
petition.
বেশি বাড়ি।
We leave it at that. You, so, learned advocate general may advise the state accordingly.
Well,
21st,
Grateful.
21st will be.
well, my lord has been pleased to, my lord, make the matter returnable by the
21st.
21st.
21st
You please file your report by 13.
we
13th.
But since it is 21st, could it be, my lord, 19th or 18th, my lord, subject to your lordships?
All right. How many days? 2 days is enough for your reply, if any.
Whatever my lord directs, my lord.
All right.
My lord gives me
Not-
3 hours, my lord. I'll also find my
Not later than 18/11. Reply, if any, by
It's,
not 21.
কোপ রেখেছে ও, তারপরে
Oh.
মুশকিল হয়ে যাবে।
And may I file the affidavit of service, my lord?
affidavit of service taken on record.
But I find
And-
the, my lord, I find the learned DSG to be very inspired by my lord, my lord. Find him with, my lord.
This is all white, sir. That is
Die black.
Grateful to your lordship.